So I have decided that I have an unhealthy relationship with salad bars. I know that one of you has to relate to this because, like, a salad bar, it sounds like the healthiest thing in the world, right? It's salad. Here's the thing, we only have one option for a salad bar where I live, and it's in like a pizza place. And so every once in a while, I'll go, you know what sounds really great? A big ass salad. And so I will go and I will pay like 16 bucks for this clamshell thing, and I get to build my salad. But I'm putting like maybe 2 cups of spinach and romaine and whatnot into the base. And then I'm just loading it up with everything else. Obviously, like your cucumbers and your bell peppers, and that's all fine. But then, like 3 scoopfuls of eggs and 9,000 scoopfuls of sunflower seeds and all of the ranch dressing. And at the end of it, because I want to get a good value for the thing I just bought, it weighs like 5 pounds. And then I go home and I eat it all. There is nothing healthy about that. That is just a binge of epic proportions. And I don't actually know that there's even like a modicum of health associated with that that you wouldn't find in any other binge of mass consumption of food. But I realized while I was loading this up that I have been doing this my entire life. I will go to the local grocery store. I'm like 14, 15 years old, riding my bike to the local grocery store, getting a massive salad. Anytime that I'm ever at a place that has salad bars, sweet tomatoes was a thing in Colorado. Loved that place. It's ridiculous. And I just gorge on salad. Really, really unhealthy salad. And I have a problem. And I'm actually saying this because I just finished doing that. And I need to get my jumper off because I can feel the zipper really, and it's tight. So I need to go lay down and process all of this food. Of course, has nothing to do with what we're doing with the soap today, but welcome to my time. I will tell you what we're going to do in just a minute, but before I do, hello, I am Mrs. Soap and Clay. Let's make stuff. How's it going, Sudzers? Welcome back to the channel. You are at Soap and Clay, where we make all the soapy things, and you are here for day 135 of 365 days of soap, year 2. And we're starting a new theme today. Now, we finished up the Sierra Candles theme for my fall line, right? And used their mystical collection and made some beautiful stone, geode, awesome soaps that I love, all of them. And this is sort of kind of the fall line, but it's the fall line part 2 that will be fall / winter because I am doing some coffee and tea soaps because I love coffee and tea. And so that's what we're doing. Now, for this one, we are actually bringing back, so for the OG Sudsers that know my line and love my line and were big sad when I discontinued this, we are bringing back the espresso shot. Now, the espresso shot is made with coffee, has a big, big coffee in your face, bold espresso scent to it, coffee grounds in all of it, and a beautifully decorated top with copper and white and brown mica. Pretty easy, very stunning, a lot of fun to look at, a lot of fun to make. Let's go watch it, and maybe you can get some inspiration for your coffee soaps. Okay. First up, we have to address the elephant in the room, and that elephant is called my face looks weird. And not for the reasons that I was talking about in the community post, this weekend on Sunday, because I decided to have an adventure with a sleeping pill and, sleepwalking, and broke my teeth and face and whatever. No. This was actually filmed on Friday, that face part that you just saw. And so, for a number of reasons, it's irritating me, really, editing the footage because, first and foremost, I'm talking about salad, and I am on an all-liquid diet right now, so I don't get to do one of those salad things, and I long for the day of overindulging on salads, but that's not going to be for another month, so that sucks. No, the other reason why this is really irritating and my face looks weird and whatever is because I got new I got new stuff. I got a new camera, right? And here's the thing about me and doing the whatever with the filming. I'm not good at camera makeup. I just don't know how to do it. And so most of the time when I go to set up the camera and, do whatever for the face vids, I look in the viewfinder and I'm like, oh God, really? Cool. Let's just roll with that. But I got a new camera, and that camera is called the iPhone 13, and it's supposed to be amazing. It's the biggest update they've ever done for cameras ever, and that's awesome. And, yay for new stuff. And I, again, with the aforementioned, I'm not good at the whole doing of the makeup thing for the camera and things, but I got this out and I turned it on and I look in the viewfinder and I'm like, damn, I look pretty. This camera is really cool. And I was excited, really, really excited. And then all of my problems began. And I was no longer excited because here's the thing. I didn't know this, but right out of the box, the iPhone 13, the Pro, phone or whatever, it shoots in HDR. And that's cool, right? I don't know what it means, but cool. That's great for me. HDR, yay! But here's the problem. This camera, the HDR, does not play well with the software that I have for, actually editing the videos. And that sucks. That's not cool at all. And it's equally not cool because Apple made the camera and also owns the software, the Final Cut Pro, which I spent a crap ton of doll hairs for, right, to edit my videos. And I guess I could have just been doing it on iMovie or, like Mr. Webman likes to say, doing it in Adobe. But I don't do that, whatever. But, anyway, we are making the espresso shot and I'm going to continue ranting in this video. So, don't look for a whole lot of information about the soap, probably, because I want to tell you actually why my face looks weird and why I'm so big shooketh and just overall irritated because, my face hurts now and now I have to learn new things, and let's talk more about why. Okay, so here's why the whole thing's irritating, right? I look in the viewfinder and I wish I could show you what I got, what I saw. Actually, you know what? I can, because I had to spend a shit ton of doll hairs to fix this. So, hold please. So yeah, that is what I looked like, with the new iPhone 13 and all the things. And I'm like, damn, your girl looks good. And I'm big excited, right? But then I offload this to do the editing thing, and all of my footage, because I get this message from Final Cut Pro, which again, Apple also owns, so what the shit, make your products talk to each other. I get this message that says, oh no, this doesn't support HD. We have to convert that down to SD. And I'm like, well, I don't know what that means, but I click okay. And when I got it, all of my footage looked like this. all of my footage. That. And I'm like, what the actual, like, what do you do at that point? What do? I have no idea. It's time to get the video up, whatever. And so then I start looking all of this stuff up and I'm like, I don't know how to fix blowout. P.S. I just learned what blowout even is because of this issue. And, long story equally long, I ended up having to download a whole bunch of plugins and spend so much money on them just to kind of make my face look the way it looked in the very beginning of all of this, where I'm talking about salad that I can't eat for another month. And that sucks. But as a result, I got a lot of really cool plugins. And I don't know, things are going to get weird because, I'm going to get my money's worth. And there's just going to be really weird transitions and things and, whatever. So I guess that's fun, right? I don't know. I don't actually know. None of this has really been super fun. And it's still, again, I just have to go back to the whole thing with Apple. Like, why would you make a phone that does not actually, like, with this awesome new camera and all the things, that does not actually work with your editing software? Make that make sense. And so as a result, you're probably going to get weird face videos for a while because I don't even know how to turn it off. And hopefully I can figure that out. But I think probably in the interim, I'm just going to go back to my old actual camera and stop believing things that the interwebs tell us about how cool the new iPhone is. I got duped, you guys. I got duped into buying a new product that I didn't need. And I also, whatever, it's all a thing. It's just all a thing. But the soap, by the way, it's cool. It's Brambleberry, right? I get my espresso from Brambleberry. And this copper mica here, I also get from Brambleberry. And the cappuccino mica that I use in this, I also get from Brambleberry. Now look how light brown the soap underneath is. That's because I know that this espresso scent is going to discolor like a mother. The reason why I know that is because I've used this for like 8 years and it discolors like a mother. And I am going to let discoloration do its thing to actually turn this bar nice and beautiful, dark chocolate coffee. It's not chocolate. There's no chocolate in espresso. Brown. That's the plan with all of this. Again, all of this stuff comes from Brambleberry because, back in the day when I designed this, it was when I was shopping at Brambleberry all of the time. And I don't do that anymore. I love Brambleberry. For the record, I love Brambleberry. And I'm big mad that she always has to, come out and say things like, oh no, I just use my Pyrex for filming purposes for the visual appeal. Sorry. And people are like wanting to cancel her or whatever. Like, you can't cancel the soap queen. She is the soap queen. But, also, I don't really use Brambleberry much anymore because she's built for the hobbyist. Her price point is for the hobbyist soap makers. And that's great if you're just doing a little bit and, you're getting off the ground or whatever. But for me and the amounts that I buy and all the things, her price points don't make sense to me anymore. But she's still awesome. And every time I come across a post about how the soap queen, she shouldn't even be allowed to call herself a queen. Like, what does that even mean? You can't, it's just a name that's like on the interwebs. So if you don't use your real name on the interwebs, should you be allowed to, like, Katie Carson, is she not allowed to call herself the Duchess of Suds because she's not an actual, stop it. But like the whole argument with the soap queen right now is, oh no, she taught bad information. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. And she's one of the OGs in the game and has probably the biggest catalog of really informative and interesting, tutorials out there at this point. Now, does she have an agenda with all of it? Of course she does. Of course you don't need to actually like disperse your titanium dioxide and sweet almond oil. She says that because she sells sweet almond oil and it's an expensive oil. So she wants you to buy it. But we're all logical, rational human beings. We know that going into all of her videos, right? So why the hate for Anne Marie? I don't know why I'm going off on that rant. I'm just ranty today. Let's go cut this bar. Okay, and on to the cut of this. And it is already, turning a beautiful brown color and on the bottom. And that's awesome. And look how gorgeous those micas are in there. They're delightful. Brambleberry. Stop hating on her. That's the whole message of the entire video. Stop hating on Brambleberry, but maybe we're mad at Apple right now. I'm mad at Apple right now. But also, as I said before, you guys are going to get some really weird cuts and transitions and effects and stuff on the videos now because I had to buy them all just to get two to do like an HD converter and then whatever. It was a whole thing. Anyway, that soap will continue to darken up a lot, like a lot. It will go to a very beautiful espresso brown when it finishes its darkening thing because of the scent. And that's delightful. And for my OG sudsers who remember this from my line, you should be excited that it's back because it's back for the fall and the winter. And that does actually excite me because we're going to make 3 more coffee/tea out of my favorite coffee/tea drinks for this holiday line thing, fall and winter set thing, because last year we did the winter wassail line and I loved that. Thought it was just the coolest idea ever. And so this year I wanted to do it with 4 of my favorite coffee house beverages. And so starts out with the espresso shot because the OG sudsers want it back. And so they get it back for a limited time. And yeah, all of the things. This is the weirdest day ever, you guys. This has been the weirdest last 3 days with me. So I really appreciate you letting me rant for all of this. And maybe you're here for the soap, but it's kind of weird if you are just here for the soap. I don't think that that's ever what I've delivered as a channel. I just kind of think we've created this very strange thing over here at Soap and Clay where it's kind of like playing video games. There's all those game streams that people go and do, and the person playing the video games just talks about whatever. Yeah, that's just what I'm doing. I'm making soap and talking shit. And for those that don't like it, I mean, that's fair. There are a million other channels in the world. You don't have to be here. You don't have to be here. But for those of you who do like it, hey, thanks for letting me rant about Apple and my inability to understand technology and software and life, really, lots of things. Lots of things. And, just be here. My alarm went off for the second time in this video because it's telling me it's time to go pick up the Soap and Clay kidlets. So we're going to go and we're going to go do the thing. And I'm going to upload this and probably title this, you can skip this one. It's just a rant about Apple and canceling the Soap Queen. And that's it. That's day 135, the espresso shot. This actually does smell really good. You guys should definitely pick this up from the Soap Queen because she's awesome. And there you have it, the espresso shot. And it's a babe and it smells so bright and invigorating and awesome. And I'm a big fan across the board. I have had people ask me if putting a caffeine extract into a coffee soap would give it an extra kick. And going back to the tannins conversation we were having when we did the Plum Deluxe tea soaps, maybe you might be able to get that caffeine boost through. Maybe. Nothing that I have ever tested or researched suggests that you're really going to get any benefit from the extract in a cold processed soap. In a hot processed soap, perhaps. In a melt and pour soap, sure. But again, since we're always talking about how soap is a rinse off product, I would save those really awesome special extracts for something that stays on the skin for longer than 30 seconds at a time to really get that full caffeine boost. Just my opinion. Now, if you are interested in the espresso shot, you can get them in a few days once I'm done with all 4 of these coffee and tea themed soaps that we are doing for the fall/winter line. You can pick them up at soapandclay.com again in a few days. For now, there's other stuff over there. Go check it out. If you're interested in seeing what other drinks we do and if we make your favorite coffee or hot tea concoction, subscribe. For those of you who are subscribed, hey, thank you for being subscribed, sudsers. I am very appreciative of you every single day. Today is no exception. I'm going to go lay down and get into my cozy clothes and really regret my very bad decisions in life. But for now, I'm out of here. I will see you guys all again tomorrow for another round of soapy fun. Bye.